Hello, and welcome to another edition of Towne Pride's Flooring Tips. Today we're talking about luxury vinyl plank, also known as LVP. So LVP has exploded over the last 5 or 6 years and is currently about a third of the flooring business in the United States. So what are the advantages of LVP? Well, it's easy to maintain, it's spill-proof. Notice I didn't say waterproof. I'll get to that in another segment. It's scratch-resistant. Notice, again, I did not say scratch-proof. And it's inexpensive compared to some of the alternatives. There's also a wide assortment of styles and colors to choose from. Now, the biggest drawback of any vinyl-related product is that it's extremely volatile, and it will shrink and expand throughout the temperature and humidity changes through the year. This can cause the ends to gap and planks to separate, especially if it's exposed to direct sunlight or if proper installation instructions are not properly followed. Now, within this category, there are two main options: click-together vinyl plank and glue-down vinyl plank. Now, let's start with click LVP. We call this click or floating because the individual planks are all clicked together with a built-in locking system. They are attached to each other and they're not attached to the subfloor. Click LVP is relatively new to the industry. While glue-down vinyl plank has been around since the 1970s, mostly in the commercial market, U.S. Floors revolutionized this product category when they added a core and a cork backing to the product in 2012 with their Cortec line. This revolutionized the industry and led to tremendous growth in this category over the past 10 plus years. Advantages of click. Well, you can go directly over plywood subfloor or other flooring like sheet vinyl, asbestos VCT, even ceramic tile, as long as it's smooth and flat. Second advantage, it's relatively quick and easy to install. Third advantage, it's warm because it's thicker than a regular glue-down LVP, and it's quiet underfoot. Disadvantages of click LVP is that it requires an extremely flat subfloor. Now, our industry has done a pretty terrible job of relaying this information to the end user, but installation instructions require a deviation of no more than 3/16 of an inch over a 10-foot span. That means if you have high spots or dips in your subfloor, they need to be fixed before you install your flooring. Out of flat subfloors can cause the locking system to fail over time, as it puts too much pressure on the joints and they could break. Another disadvantage of click floors is that they need room to expand and contract. Because it's a floating floor, they will all expand and contract at different rates throughout the season. So you need to leave a nice gap around the edges. You can't cut it tight to the wall. You also have to leave plenty of space around door jambs. Another disadvantage is that there's limits on spans that this can be installed without putting a break in it. This varies by manufacturer, but most limits are between 25 to 50 feet in either direction. That means if you have a large house, you may have to put a T-molding transition in the middle of the area, or you may even have to put a T-molding in doorways where it transitions from one room to another. The last disadvantage is that it's not as easy to do flooring repairs. Since all the planks are locked together, it's tough to get a board out and put it back in and make it look okay. You usually have to cut the locking system off, and when you put it back in, you can't put it back the way you brought it out. The other option for LVP is glue-down LVP. The advantage to glue-down LVP is that it conforms to the subfloor, so the subfloor doesn't have to be perfectly flat in order to install it. The other advantage is that there's no limit on spans for glue-down LVP. No matter how big an area, you can keep going without a break in the floor. It's great for commercial applications or for large homes. The third real advantage is the easy repairs. If you damage a plank, you simply heat it, peel it up, and put a new plank in its place. Now, the disadvantages of glue-down is that it requires more subfloor work, such as patching existing floors or installing 1/4-inch underlayment grade plywood over wood subfloors. The other disadvantage is that they will seasonally shrink, leaving minor gaps in the winter. You also must use adhesive, which is a more complicated installation process. Manufacturers like Carndine and Mannington have LVP lines that you can get either way, in click or glue-down, in the same visual. So if there's different parts of your house that require different kinds of flooring, you could actually take that same visual throughout the house. But most lines only come in one option or the other. So which option is best for you? If you have a flat subfloor and no spans more than 50 feet in either direction, or if you don't mind the possibility of installing T-mold transitions in doorways, click flooring would work just fine for you, especially if you're looking for the warmth and comfort underfoot. If you don't have a flat subfloor, if you have large spans and you don't like transitions, if you like the idea of an easy board replacement down the road, or if you have a commercial application, then glue down is definitely the way to go. I hope you found this information useful. Please feel free to comment or ask questions below. Hope you tune in next time when we dive deeper into click LVP and discuss the differences that lie within the core. Thank you.